everybody. I kind of like the light. It's really pretty. Get a few and let everybody come see me live. Come find me. If you guys aren't getting notified of my lives, please click the bell so that you are notified of the lives. What great energy today. That's all I can say. Here to hang out. Enjoy my space, enjoy time with everybody. Hi, everybody. Come on in and comment so I can see if the comments are working. Let me know if you can hear me. Got music playing. Not my music. Hi, Kathleen. Some music on YouTube. Woohoo. Let's see. Good. Hi, everybody. Hi, Nikki. Yay. Yay, thank you for letting me know if you can hear me and see me. You guys, I got some cool messages coming through today that I want to share with all of you. And then they want you to focus on your purpose and your truths. That's kind of a big one. So this is all about really taking our power back. Hi, Martina. I don't know why your phone is stupid. All phones are stupid, in my opinion. Hi, Pamela. Yay, everybody's finding me. That's exciting. Really exciting. Give it a few more minutes. Everybody, let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're doing right now. Feeling anxious, happy. I'll tell you what, I got a new fire lit under my butt. I'm kind of excited. Then I kept getting messages. And so I kept, cool. Thank you, Martina. Aw, thank you. You're beautiful too. I even asked them certain questions, but they wouldn't answer all of my questions because I don't think we're supposed to know everything. Good. You're good, happy, and tired. Yeah, I've been tired too. It's weird. Even my eyes are like all red and I don't know why. But it's like a weird cloudy effect going on. But I think that also has to do with the moon coming in 2 days. Headaches and a bit anxious. You know, I've had some headaches too, and you're not the only one, Kathleen. A lot of us have. I think we need to really just pay attention to our grounding and our water intake. Good, content, did a lot of chores today. Home is clean. Yay! I know, I've been doing chores like crazy too. And then I saw myself getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff too. Yeah. Yay, Martina's excited. I love excited. I'm excited. I'm a little bit of everything. Tired, excited, energetic, all at the same time. It's weird. It's really weird. I feel kind of like I've been on a cloud for a couple days. And I think it has a lot to do with all the up-leveling and all the crazy stuff going on. Yeah. And then the 2 days, we have that full moon coming. I'm not even sure which one this one is. Does anybody know? Let me know if you know what full moon this is. They come so fast anymore. I'm like, wait, is this left or right? I know we just had one. What was it, in Taurus? Not sure. But so we're going to do a little bit of chakra work today, you guys, for anybody who watches even later. They want us to go into the solar plexus and to ask for our truth that we're not acting upon right now. So I thought that was really cool because there's some urgent messages coming through. So I hope you all are as ready as I am to hear all this. Scorpio. Thank you, Pamela. It's in Scorpio. Ooh, that's exciting. I don't know a lot about it, but I just know when I think of Scorpio, I see the little whoosh, the tail. It's going to stab you if you mess up, right? Like, I see you. The 7th, you guys, is also my dad's birthday. He's no longer with us. But I know there's a lot of birthdays going on this month. So I just want to say shout out to all the May Day birthdays. Yeah, you too. Yep, the Scorpio. So yeah, he would have been 69 this year. He died pretty tragically over a year ago. So I think it's kind of cool. I'm excited. Not sad talking about it. Sorry. I'm more excited. And then get this, my oldest turns 18 on the 9th. So it's pretty exciting week. And we're going to go on a picnic. How fun is that? My 18-year-old wants to go on a picnic. Like, I'm so proud of him. But I can't believe I'm getting old, y'all. I'm getting old. Then I look at my youngest, and she's 8, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Yep. I'm excited. So I'm glad you guys are here. I'm going to just kind of pull a card for the full moon for everybody, just because it's so much fun, and it kind of gets the energy going. And then I have these out. I don't know why, but the angels told me to pull them out. So if anybody gets a message from these, or maybe I'll do one for the collective too. We'll see how that goes. And I might do a couple channeled messages for people in the end. Yes, a picnic. Isn't that fun? We're going to go up to the mountains and have a picnic and take the dog and just spend the whole day just soaking up the land. Ooh, Kathleen, wolves have been in your dreams. I love that. So that's also about protection. Okay. And, I just got major chills about that. I think there's a message in that for you, by the way. And I do know somebody who's really good at dream interpretation, if you'd like that. But the feeling that I have with that, hi, everybody who's coming on. Oh, I'm sorry you're having the worst 3 days. We can talk about that. But Kathleen, back to your wolves. I think that's a message for you. And when I talk about the channel messages that are coming through today for everybody, that might help spark your interest in that, or might give you like a light bulb effect. Okay. Yeah, Kathleen, I will, actually, it's Ninky. She's on the call with us. Maybe you should hook up with her. She is really good at dream interpretation. All right, Martina, you want me to take you with you? Take you with me? Come on out here. Let's go. Let's do this. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to be in Manitou. So I'm really excited. And I took the plunge. I knew when school went to e-learning, you guys, that was going to be my continued journey. And guess what? My kids are now officially enrolled in homeschool for the rest of their schooling careers. So between that and my own business, I am got to be one tough cookie, but I'm so excited. In regards to whoever Boo's Love is, hi, you're having the worst 3 days. I think it's because there's just something you're not quite acting upon. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. I feel like you've been nudged and nudged and nudged. And I do feel like you're anxious, and they're saying there's no reason to fear anything. Okay. Yeah. Vacations are nice. But they really want you to pay attention to your inner knowing, because you're not quite acting upon the messages that you're getting. So I hope you're hearing me. Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm excited. So even though there's kind of changes going on in the world, there's a lot of good coming too. Yes, I got this homeschooling. That's right. I can do this. Like, I know in a couple of years from now, I'm going to be bragging, you guys. I'm going to be like, shoot, I started my own business as the world was falling apart. I homeschooled my kids, and I did it all as a single mom, right? I got this. And yet even I go, what the hell am I doing half the time? What is going on? Can I really do this? And I freak out too. But that's the human in us, right? Even if we are connected, even if we communicate with the angels, even if we get guidance, it's still scary as shit sometimes. But the key is, do not stay in the fear. That's when you got to really ground like crazy and just move on. Right? This kind of looks pretty, you guys. I totally updid my crystal collection. Look at these ones. These are my new amethyst, which I'm going to be selling on my online store probably soon. I'm not sure. I have tons of them that I found. So I'm like, I got to do something with those. Yeah, Ninky, you're right. We all do have that. Yep. I think the only difference is some people get stuck there, and that's the key, right? We can't get stuck in the fear. We can't get stuck in the unknowing. So I'm going to pull a moon card just for everybody, just for fun. Yes, I can. That's right, Martina. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more homeschooling going on, you guys. I don't know if schools are going to be like they used to be anymore. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. The angels aren't showing me everything, but wait till I read these messages. It's pretty crazy. I think if we knew everything, we might change the course, so they don't want us to know everything because there's not a lot we can change with it. So I hope you're open to these messages because some of them might be a little bit touchy. So I'm excited. So anyways, I'm going to pull on this card. Ha! That's perfect. And this goes with the new moon coming. Full moons are perfect for releasing, and it also goes with the messages. So I pulled, what do you need to release? That's the question for all of us. What is it we're being called to release? Like Boo's Love, I think you were saying you had the worst 3 days, and it's because you're being called to release. You're being called to act. Okay, and this goes for everybody. I don't know if it's backwards for everybody. It looks backwards to me. Sorry about that. This is, what do you need to release? How perfect for the full moon coming. We all have crap we have to release. No matter how many times we release stuff, it's always changing. So they really want you to pay attention to your inner guidance, because I feel like a lot of us are acting, but then we don't act. I keep hearing fear. Fear is a big one. We got to release the fear. We got to release the fear, and we got to release the lack of trust. The lack of trust in ourselves, the lack of our trust in our inner knowing and our inner guidance and our inner understanding. They keep telling me again, we have no time, we have no time, we have no time. There's a lot of changes coming, you guys. It's not over. The whole virus thing was just the beginning. It was purposeful, but it was the beginning. Hi, Lori. Okay. How do you figure out what you need to release? I keep asking and I can't hear the message. All right. So let me see. For you, there's a lot of self-doubt in there that I don't think you're focusing more on the self-doubt than you need to be. So you've really got to release that self-doubt. I also heard some traumas from childhood, possible. And some of them you might not even be aware of. And that's okay. We don't always have to be. The best way to do it is literally sit with yourself, ground with the earth, ask the angels, ask them to help you release whatever it is at that moment. And you may not always get a message. Just know that they're bringing it to the surface. It may be a day later that you get that message too. They're also telling me pay attention to your dreams. Something came through in your dreams. But I think the biggest one for you is the underlying self-doubt. Because I feel like there is something pushing you and something, but you keep putting it off. So we don't have time, you guys. We really don't. And that's the message I keep hearing, is we don't have time. You're welcome. I hope that makes a lot of sense for you, Lori. I also heard fear. So I have a feeling like you're being afraid for others around you. But you have to be able to release all the fear in order to accept the guidance and know that everything's going to be okay. Okay. If we're doing the work, if we're going within, if we're living in a love space rather than a hate space and a fear space, we're going to be okay. But that kind of brings me to the messages, you guys. So I had Sandalphon and Athena with me for this one. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be working with Goddess Athena. We're going to be doing a monthly workshop. So if you're interested in hearing about that, let me know also. I haven't quite put it together yet, but it's going to be pretty badass because they're telling me we're coming into the time of the goddess, right? The golden era, I've heard it called, but it's also the time of the god. They're bringing back the goddess. So the message says, urgent, time to act. With a short period of time, more changes are coming. Lies are going to be revealed on a mass level, you guys, on a mass level. I know a lot of us are waking up to some truths and some realities and some knowing of the lies, but this is going to occur on a mass level. And when I say that, what I see is at the government level, it's just going to begin to crumble. And that's like a trickle-down effect, okay? Financial institutions are going to crumble. This is going to start within the next month or two. And I've been hearing this for a minute now, and I just got chills. That does not mean, more chills. Okay, so that does not mean to live in fear. We're all going to lose our dollars and we're all going to be, I think a lot of them are going to stay in place. Yes, Pamela, everything's going to be worldwide because it's like a trickle down effect. Okay, so it's, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be worldwide. Yep. But it just may not be the same changes that occur everywhere else. But yeah, I think there's more to this too. So then I hope you guys are hearing me. Okay, I really do, because this is what the angels put through in my message. Okay, this is not out of my head, but this is also a feeling that I've had, is do not get this new vaccine. Do not get this new vaccine. You can if you want to. I'm not going to try and make you do anything or make you follow my beliefs. But this came from Sandalphon. And it's, and I'm getting major chills as I'm supposed to tell you guys, do not get this vaccine. There's multiple things to do with this vaccine. It was all purposeful. Okay, I've seen that for a while now, and they're reiterating that again. It was all very purposeful, and they do not want us to get this vaccine. I don't care if we have to fight that war. I'll fight it for you. I don't care. Don't get it. And I'm not getting it for my kids. That's another reason I'm homeschooling, because I have a feeling they're going to say in order to go back to school, we have to have this vaccine. I really see this vaccine coming to play over the summer. How quick is that, right? Because they're going to say it's an urgent, or they're going to put off going back to school until we have the vaccine. Yeah, see, they're already trying to force it in Germany. They're going to do the same thing here, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be interesting, though, because some truths are going to be coming out. Hi, Miguel. Happy birthday. I'm doing good. So then they went into the full moon is coming. Okay, that's in 2 days. And all full moons are really good for releasing, but this is urgent. We're really being called to do this for a reason. We need to use it to fully release, let go, and stay out of the fear. Okay, so that's the biggest one I think we're being called to release, is any fear body. I actually have a video on my YouTube channel that helps you release the fear body, you guys, so I recommend that one. And sometimes they push me for full moons to do one, so we'll see if they do. Maybe I'll have a new one coming too. You must believe in you and who you are right now to the core, because if you don't, when this world, okay, so I see it like the world is going, like it's going to be shaken up. And when that happens, if you don't believe in who you are, if you don't stand strong in your truth, if you don't have confidence in your own abilities, you all, it's your abilities. It's not about the outer stuff. It's about our inner truths and our inner knowing and our inner abilities to know that we can handle things, we can change things, and we can create the world we want. Then we're going to be in trouble. And it's going to be very scary for what is to come. And I don't like to create fear in people, but this is not, since January, they've been showing me these changes, and now they're really pushing, like it's becoming urgent. It's becoming urgent. We have to stand strong in our own truth, stand strong in our own power, and be willing to persevere through whatever is going on around us. Okay. They are saying it's also time to get our affairs in order. So if you've got stuff that you've been putting off, don't. It is time to do it now. And that's talking more along the lines of starting a new company, really planting your feet into where you want to be. If you want to move, do it now, kind of a thing. As far as the financial institutions going, crumbling, like I said, I don't think it's going to be every single one. There are going to be some that survive it. It's more along the lines of, again, I saw the triangle with the eye in the middle. So it's whoever abused power, whoever lies, whoever abused power, whoever hurts, like the pyramid. They just showed me like the pyramid effect, right? So whoever's at the top of the nasty pyramid is going to literally fall their ass down that pyramid and crumble. So the ones that are standing strong, the ones that are for the people, the ones that are beneficial are going to survive. Okay, so I don't want you to just completely freak out and not know what to do. It's going to be okay. And I also feel like whatever, Martina. Oh, man is right. I feel like whatever does crumble, there's going to be those behind it to kind of pick up. Okay. So it's not like we need to panic and shuffle all our money around and things like that necessarily. I don't know if I can oust this on the air, but the one that they did tell me that's going to fall was Wells Fargo. But again, anybody who's paid attention knows they've been pretty dirty. So don't take my word for it. That's just what I've been hearing from the powers that be. That is the only name they have given me as far as the financial institutions. But I do feel like whatever that affects, somebody's going to come behind and make it okay. You know what I mean? So get affairs in order, light your fire within you. You have to light that fire. You have to find your passion now. Because with passion and with that fire, we are willing to overcome anything that comes our way, anything at all. So do it now is what they're saying. Then after that, I saw the yin and the yang. Okay. To me, that represents balance. We have to have balance within ourselves. So whatever you're putting off, we really got to not put it off anymore. Yeah. Again, you guys. So I know they pushed me to say that. I'm not sure if I should have. But I feel like don't worry because somebody's going to come behind and pick up what they have taken apart, if that makes sense. So don't freak out and go to them and say, I heard you're going to collapse. Just kind of sit back, but just know that there's changes coming. Okay. So with the yin and the yang, they're telling me it's time to really balance yourself. If you're being pushed to change your diet, do it now. If you're whatever you know it in your soul to be true, so you need to act on it now. It's time. We can't remain out of balance. I lost a couple people with these messages, but that's okay. I can only speak what the angels tell me to speak of, right? So that's what I'm doing. Then it's also saying surrender to the flow of love and inner guidance. So again, that goes with it. We've got to surrender to our inner knowing. We have no more time to say, oh, I'll do that later. We have no more time to say, in a year from now, I'll be stronger, or I just want to sit back and wallow in my pity, or whatever. I've done that, y'all. That's why I'm saying it. So I'm not trying to say anybody else's, but I'm not good. Hi, Renee. 55% on the phone and 222. So there you go. There's some confirmations for the messages that I'm giving, right, Martina? So we don't have time anymore, you guys, and they have been pushing this on me for a little bit now. We're out of time. I feel like for the first time, I feel like the angels are like, come on. Got to do it. You got to do it now. So whatever is pushing you internally, you've got to do it. We've just got to do it. If it's a career change, go with it. Don't question anything. Just do it. I promise you it's going to be okay, and you're going to be supported. Okay? Right when I said yin and yang, Martina, see? More validation for the messages that are given. Then it says, now is time to put in the effort to secure your future. Okay, and that's talking about, again, so if you're feeling like you need to change your job, if you're feeling like you've been pushed to start your own career, now is the time to do it. And I feel like it is a good time. I don't care if the world looks like it's in chaos, or it will even more soon. I promise you're going to be supported when you're going with your inner knowing, when you're going with your inner guidance, and you've got your fire lit and it's your passion. I really feel like there's some creative things being pushed on people and they're not quite listening. So if you're being pushed to paint, if you're being pushed to make oils, whatever it is, please do so, because I think this is going to go along with the changes that are coming, you guys. Okay. Does that make sense? Because there's more to this message. Hang on, you might understand. Then it says, whatever is nudging you, you must take action. So basically what I already said, we've got to take action on it. I really feel like there's a purpose behind it and it's urgent. And my whole time working with the angels, I've never known them to be really urgent. It's more like, hey, we know you're doing the effort. We applaud you. In your time, we're here to support you. It's not that right now. There's a reason we're being pushed through a mass awakening. There's a reason we are getting nudged a lot. If you feel uneasy, it's probably because you're not listening to your inner guidance. Okay. Yeah, I know, Martina, these messages. But again, these messages aren't new for me. I've been kind of feeling it for a little while now. And that's why I'm like, oh crap, what can I do today to make this better for my world? And it's not easy, you guys. Surrendering, trusting that we're going to be taken care of, even if we don't see that, is hard. It's not easy. So we can do it, though. It's all about just surrendering and trusting. The universe, God, always has our back, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not the only one saying these things. I know these messages are coming through for all people like me. Yep. Mass awakening. Yep. There's a reason for it. There's an absolute reason for it, you guys. Okay. Then the messages turned more towards some of the stuff that's about to happen. And again, I kept asking, can you give me specifics? And they wouldn't give me all the specifics. Kathleen, it is a little bit scary, but it's going to be okay. That is the biggest thing they're telling me, is it's going to be okay. They just want you to step out of the fear body. They don't want you to pay attention so much to what's going on around you, but more what's going on in you, and follow that dang guidance, because that's what's going to get us through right now. I hate to say this, but I keep seeing so with these big changes is going to come a little bit more chaos, right? Some people are going to go kind of crazy. So just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And on top of that, too, they've been releasing people from prisons all around us. And it's like, let's just release them out into the public. They used Corona as the excuse for that one. To me, that's pretty damn interesting, especially with the changes I keep seeing that are coming. Then they said there is more going on than people can see. I mean, that's absolutely true. Yeah. Phone went haywire and you got into your apps for work. Yeah. I mean, there's, things are going to happen. Things are also going to push you if you're not quite getting it. There's going to be some urgencies going on. So just pay close attention and trust your inner guidance. Okay. Back to there's more going on than people can see. Even my soon to be 18-year-old came to me one day and he's like, Mom, this is nuts. And I had no idea he was paying attention like he is. But he said that with the coronavirus going on, they have passed more laws than we can even imagine without any of us knowing it. They have taken away rights. Now they have the right to go into your phone through technology. They have all these rights now. So all of our rights, all of our rights to freedom. We have no freedom, you guys. It's been more taken away since this virus has come up. And I'm like, holy crap, Chase, my kid's amazing to what he pays attention to, because I've been so busy in my work, I wasn't even paying attention. But they're taking our rights away as we can speak. And nobody really knows it. They're changing laws, all while we're being kind of blindsided with this virus, right? And that's what the media focuses on. The media doesn't talk about all the laws that they're changing. So pay attention, look it up. Then it said, I'm like, okay, what's going to really happen? And they said major changes are coming in the White House. That's what they showed me, was the White House. And I actually saw this back in January. The White House with the pillars. And then I keep focusing on that man in the big man statue behind the pillars. That's what they show me when this message comes through. And I said, okay, what changes are going to happen in the White House? Again, I see the voting thing as being false. If I could spark mass not voting, then I would so do it. I would tell everybody, please don't vote. Let's see what happens. Because I really don't think it matters right now. I think there's another agenda going on. I don't think we really have a choice. But then they said Trump is going to expose. Okay, and that's not the first time I've gotten that message either. I also know astrology readers have gotten that, can see that. But Trump is going to expose a bunch of stuff. People don't like him. They're always giving him a hard time, especially the media. But he's here for a reason, right? So just pay attention, pay close attention, because he is going to start exposing truths, and this is going to affect us all on a very mass level. So I keep trying to ask them, are we going to do the presidency? Are we going to still have like a government? And the answer is not fully being exposed. I'm kind of leaning more towards the whole government aspect is going to change, and it's going to be for the people and of the people. Okay. And this goes with them telling us to start manifesting the world we want, right? I'm sure there's going to be some form of leadership, but I don't think it's going to be the same. I really just don't. Then they said to pay attention to our surroundings. And again, this also goes back to kind of when chaos ensues. There's going to be crazies out there. There's going to be, and this also, they're showing me again, this also is pertaining to laws that are being changed behind our backs, and things like that. So pay attention to our surroundings in every which way. That doesn't mean to be afraid. That just means to pay attention. That just means to be open to, whenever you get an inclination, go with it. Don't question yourself. That's the last person you need to question is yourself. Question the media, question other things around you, but do not question yourself. Then they said again, no fear is necessary. Okay. No fear is necessary. It's just, what does that do? That cuts your immune system down. It's like the fight or flight, right? That makes you either act, react, or freeze. So don't fear. There's no reason to fear, because I know everything's going to be okay. I absolutely do. What's supposed to crumble will crumble, and there's no stopping it now. And then it also said some will fall and some will rise. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by birth canal, Pamela. I don't know. I started kind of channeling a little bit and get kind of lost in my thoughts too. But some will fall and some will rise. So that also goes back to the financial institution. I think the government. Yeah, absolutely. Try to avoid the news. Yeah, the news is all false. The news has an agenda. And that was the first thing Trump started to expose was the news, right? He's constantly bad-mouthing them. I've actually paid attention to a couple of his lives, and he's constantly bad-mouthing. They take his words and they twist them just like that, like drinking Lysol. That's not what he said, you guys. But so, yeah, don't pay attention to the news. It's not leaving you in the dark about what's going on, because they're lying to you about what's going on. So, again, there's more going on than people can see. They're not telling us anything. They tell us things about Corona, which in my opinion are not all true. Yes, Kathleen, that will be absolutely for the better. Absolutely for the better. They're telling us we're going into the golden age. You know, everybody calls it the age of Aquarius, whatever the heck that means. Like, woo, free. And then the goddesses tell me we're going into the goddess era. So all of that points to better, right? I think what's going to be exposed is any of the lies, the falsehoods. I also see courts changing, you guys. So this goes into what they've told me is going to be changing within the next 1 to 5 years. But until I get there, they want you to stand in your power. That's all you have to do. Stand in your power, what you know you're capable of doing. That's what you've got to do. It's no longer time to go, oh, someday, or oh, my hoop dreams, right? We can't do that anymore. We were all here right now for a reason. You have a particular gift and power that they're trying to push you to get out there. And then I said, okay, well, what's all going to change? And they said there's changes coming in every single field, whether big or small. Okay, every field. But then they said especially the medical field, the legal field, the housing market. Okay, and these are really going to complete their changes by 5 years, but the changes are coming within the next year to 5 years. For now, the biggest thing is in a couple months. By July, Martina, you are Aquarius. That's funny. By July, it's going to be the bigger start to everything crumbling. Okay. I think that's what they're talking about. The financial stuff is next. And that is really going to be happening by July. That's no time left at all. What are we in May? That's 2 months away. This is also seen on astrological charts, you guys. This is seen all over the place. My messages are a little bit different, but also similar. So, I'm not the only, some people might view me as crazy cuckoo coming out trying to say these things. Just a fun fact. Yeah. I love your fun fact though, Martina. Thank you. Yeah. It's not to make anybody afraid. It's just to let you know these changes are coming. We actually have an insight into the changes that are coming. We have an opportunity to stand in who we are and create our own world. And they're giving some of us a heads up. Not everybody has this heads up, you guys. Not everybody's willing to pay attention. Not everybody's doing the work to awaken. It creates chaos within you if you're not listening to our guidance. So for those of you who did say, I'm not even sure they're with me anymore, that they were struggling within, that's probably a big reason why. Yeah, Kathleen, I'm glad you're with me. It's not easy being one of the people to come out and expose this stuff. People will look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm just nuts. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to bring about negative. I'm trying to give everybody a heads up, and I think that's what the angels are doing too. I had one of my first videos back in January discussed all of this. I saw the White House crumbling. I saw the dollar bill changing. And then again, the triangle with the eye. That's all about the power that they have used for the wrong reasons. And that's what it's telling me. So all we can do is do our work. All we can do is trust our instincts, listen to our inner knowing. That's what's going to give us the power. Yes, yeah, absolutely. The housing market is going to change. I knew when this first went down, I'm like, so this is how the housing market is going to change. I'm not going to buy anything until it does. I'll tell you that right now. It cannot stay this way with the financial institutions falling. It all has to do with all of that. I kind of look for so the way it's going to go is not fully seen yet because I think we are in control of that. I think as a mass, we're going to be creating that's how much is going to fall, you guys. It's not going to be like fall and then, it's going to be similar. It's not. I don't see it being similar at all. I see people like us, like myself, light workers, anybody who's willing to manifest what kind of future they want. We're all going to be creating a new world. I fully see that. These changes are inevitable. Some things are going to be similar. Some things are going to stay the same. But on a mass level, it's going to be totally different. And I feel like we're going to have more freedoms. I feel like we're going to have way less fear, way more support from the people type of a thing rather than all of the control and all of the decisions being left with the government. I don't think that's possible anymore. I'm excited. I'm not necessarily fearful. I'm excited. I had to, lose everything that I was doing right before all this happened, and I couldn't figure out why. It's all making sense now. Thank God I did. But you guys, I've started my own business with nothing, mind you. Like I didn't have a savings. I worked hard coming out of a very abusive relationship. Very bad things happened to my kids and I. We were uprooted several times. I got my career finally going. We got settled down. And as soon as we did, and I felt really comfortable in my career, my life took a complete left turn, basically a U-turn, all the way back to the beginning. Yeah. Freedom, that's right. I love that too. So, and that shook me to the core. And this was before everything hit. This was back in the end of November, beginning of December, when my life really got uprooted. And all the years that I'd worked on my career as behavioral specialist, working with children who couldn't function normal in the world, in school and things like that, because they were had violent tendencies. That's how they communicated, right? I loved what I did. And then all of a sudden I was completely uprooted, complete U-turn. And I fought it for a minute. And let me tell you, when I did, it was not easy. My life got really rough when I was fighting it. But when I surrendered and I said, okay, no matter how scary things were, No matter how much I didn't have, I listened and I started my own business. And things aren't perfect yet, but they're going. I've always noticed that it's always been okay. And so my point is everything can be okay if you allow it to. If we get stuck on the fear, if we get stuck on the, oh my God, I have the lack of what we have, it's just going to create more lack. We aren't going to be able to, it's like the fight or flight. Just like I said, we either panic and attack or we freeze and we can't do anything. So what do you choose to do? I choose to not be in that mode, to not be afraid, to do my work, because let me tell you, just surrendering and grounding does miraculous things. So that's what I recommend that everybody does. I really, truly do. It's crazy, but it's exciting, and it is all for the better. All of the negative institutions, all of the falsehoods, all of the control is going to fall. It is, and it has to. I've also heard another person talk about this is what we've all created on a mass level. And I really believe that. I really believe internally a lot of us have been miserable and a lot of us could see the falsehoods and we're pushing for better. Like years ago, for years, I worked in schools, but I was never a part of the school system, behavioral specialist. So I was kind of outside of it, the psychology side of it. And I hated schools. I didn't like the way they conducted themselves. I didn't like what my kids would go through. And for years, I would say, I don't want to send my kids to school. And now look what's happening. Like, we're being forced to do different things. We're being forced to spend more time with our families. We're being forced to awaken to the truths that are around us. How amazing is that, you guys? That's not negative. That is such a positive and such a blessing as far as I can see it. And I feel like we just need to be able, okay, so I'm just getting chills for the releasing. This is what we've got to release. Is everything that we used to know, all of our habits that we got into, all of our comfort zones that we got into, we've got to let them go, because it's time to really transverse the new foundation, create the new world. And we do that by listening to our inner guidance. How freaking exciting is that? What a magical time to be here. What a magical time. Like, I'm so thankful. And I'm being a single mom of 3 kids. Like, I'm proud of them. They're not afraid. I can't wait to see the kind of future they have that we are all creating for them and our grandkids and just different things to come. So there's all these positives. And I think the biggest deal is really focusing on those positives. So I know some of that was heavy. With the medical field, I keep being nudged back to that because I feel like it's going to change in such a way where it's going to be less about drugs and more about holistic. Okay, so people like us, we stand a chance. Like, there's going to be so much more coming. Going inside, Martina, on a daily, please. We've got to ground and we've got to go inside on a daily. And I notice lately when I don't is when I feel anxiety. That's when my old anxiety will creep up, or just you get out of your safe space, right? Just stand in your truth, light your flame, build the world you want, because I promise you, a lot of what we know is going to change here really soon. Really soon. The changes won't be complete for quite a while, but I think here within the next couple months is when, what do they call it? Shit's gonna hit the fan. Excuse my language. Yeah, Renee, you too. See, I'm not alone in that. I think we're all getting these similar kind of messages. The people that are, awakened, those that are awakening, all these truths are going to hit you too, probably before the big ones hit. So just don't be fearful. Yeah, don't be fearful. Just stand in your power. Be afraid. Don't be afraid to do new things, no matter how scary they are. The courts, you guys, I really feel like the courts are going to also change. So I'm not about to go do anything with the court system right now. Like, I wouldn't even touch it. I don't. It's just a feeling that I have. They haven't told me much about that other than that was on here. Legal stuff is going to change. But I really feel like right now it's just time to go with your inner gut, create new, start your new businesses, change the ones you're doing now. Whatever it is that you're being nudged to do, do it. Now is the time to do that and nothing else. Okay? Yep. Stand in your power. It's all we can do right now. We can't rush things, but we can't stop them either. There is no stopping this one. And please, you don't have to listen to me, but I'm asking you to listen to me. Don't get vaccinated with this vaccine. I was one who had kids, and I always got them vaccinated, and I regret it now. Yay, Pamela, you're going to buy your website name soon. Yes, do it. Do it. Because even if right now, like, I have all these things I've created and not enough money coming in, I'm like, it's okay. I just know it's going to be okay. I know it's all going to fall into place. I really feel like big changes are coming, and I'm so excited. And I just want everybody else to be so excited. Don't stand in the fear, because I think it's going to get scary if we look on the outside. It's going to get really scary if we look on the outside. So just don't do that. Look to the inside, okay? And stop procrastinating. If it's art that you need to put out there, put it out there. If it's jewelry that you want to make that jewelry. No more excuses, Martina. That's right. This goes back to that one. Remember, TikTok. It was about the world changes that are coming. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's not exciting. I'm so excited for Pamela. She finally got her Facebook page too, y'all. So that's like really, really, really cool. But I didn't know that. I'll have to look into that, Pamela. Thank you. But you guys, the message is we just don't have time anymore. It's time to listen to your inner truths and your inner knowing. Okay, that's the main message. So whatever's pushing you, do it. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. And stay in love, not in fear. Okay. And every time I hear the term love, go love yourself, stay in love, it's like cliche to me. It's like so cheesy, but it's so true. If we stay in love and not in fear, we've got nothing to worry about. I promise you. It's going to be like, even if it's scary on the outside, it's going to be an easy flow. I promise you. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of walk everybody into their solar plexus, and we're going to ask it for what our talent or our truth is that we need to act on right now. That's what they pointed to do. So instead of doing a full chakra clearing, if you want one of those, hit me up. We can do that elsewhere on my website, whatever. They want us to go into our solar plexus and ask what our talent or truth is that we need to act on right now. So it's going to be an individual message. Okay, and if you want to share them, I'd love to hear it. If not, that's okay too. There's also another one that we might do, which is the Earth Star chakra, and asking what our purpose is. Okay, and you can do these anytime on your own also. So let's do this. All right, and this will work also for anybody who joins later, and on a mass level too, by the way. Otherwise, I don't think they would put these through for me on YouTube. They would have chose Facebook. So I have a feeling a lot of people will eventually hear this. So let's do this. Feet on the floor if you can. Hands up, palms open in receiving mode. Take a few deep breaths. I'm going to ground you, and then we're going to go up into your solar plexus with the white light. Okay? So a few deep breaths. Somebody's throat chakra just tightened up completely. So I just want you to take a really deep breath and release out with your exhale any negatives, any fears, any doubts that you, because I hear it's doubt. So just release that into the air. Let it go. Perfect. My throat just opened up. All right, so with your feet on the floor, I want you to start imagining the earth's dirt, grass, whatever it is beneath your feet. Just feel it in your feet. Feel your feet touching them as if you're barefoot out in it right now. For some of you, I feel sand, like sand, but others I feel rocks underneath my feet. There's dirt. Oh my gosh, I'm already feeling my feet get heavier to the ground. That's amazing. I also smell the grass right now. That's pretty cool. Okay, with that, we're going to take roots out of our feet and one out of our root chakra, and we're going to pull them down to the earth, penetrate the earth's surface. work our way down through the layers, the water layer, the rock layer, the lava layer, whatever that is, and right into the core of the earth. Excuse me. I don't have a mask, but you guys are protected. Okay, so we're going to take these roots through the core of the earth. We're going to wrap it around the core really tightly, okay? From here, I also see more roots just popping out from the core and from your roots and going all the way around the earth. They're attaching, this is weird, from the inside to the outside of the earth. Just more roots just attaching all over the earth, like really anchoring you into the earth. My feet are getting super heavy right now. Like I'm really feeling grounded like crazy. This is awesome. Okay, so they're still wrapping some cords around that center. Really, and now instead of, normally they braid them, but they're literally tying them in a knot right now. Ninki, you keep coming up to me. I feel like this one's really important for you. So they're really tying your roots around the core, tying a big knot in them. They really want to hold you down because I still keep seeing sometimes you like pop up and float away. And right now they're saying this is the most important thing we can do out of everything. This is it right here. Just grounding to the earth the best we can. Feeling her energy beneath our feet. Okay, so now I start seeing the white light coming up through the cords. All the way up through the cords. Beautiful, translucent, white, sparkly light. All the way up through. Some of our cords just expanded, you guys. They got like thicker. And they're vibrating, by the way. And this light is coming up into our feet, going up into our calves. Hearing somebody needs more potassium and water. I don't feel like somebody's getting enough of those. Again, I'm not a doctor, so just take that for whatever it's worth. So we're going to go from there into our knees. My right knee is pretty achy right now, so I feel like somebody's knee is not doing so well. The word arthritis came up, and not because you have arthritis, but almost like it's just like arthritis. So just because we're here, I'm going to ask for it to be cleared. Okay, and so what they want me to tell you is stress affects us on many, many, many levels, okay? Sicknesses come for many reasons, but if we house stress, if we house fear, and also you're not speaking your truths, and so if we do that, it affects us on a major level all over our body. Okay, so whoever needed to hear that. All right, so we're going to go up into our thighs, into our hips. My ears just started ringing, but I don't think it's mine. Okay, we're at the root chakra. I'm just going to have them flush it while we're there. Archangel Michael just stepped in, even though I didn't call on him yet. He is here. Somebody did also have cords attached in this area. He is cutting those and sealing those off and like basically throwing them like a football, like yards away. He said, we just don't have time for this anymore. He's like really going like this. He's like, I just don't have time for this anymore. Let's move on. All right, so the root chakra is being flushed. Archangel Raphael actually just came in too. I always welcome him. And we're going to work our way up through the sacral chakra. Somebody's just popped open like a balloon. Boop. All right, so somebody was pretty shut down. When we live in fear, that happens a lot too, or confusion, or constantly going, what do I do? What do I do? And not acting. That's just, we can't do that anymore. All right, so now we're going to go into our solar plexus. Okay. Ooh, all right. So Goddess Athena did just step in. So she says this is her forte. This is what she's here for today. All right, so now I want everybody to imagine sitting in your solar plexus, which is located right around the navel area. I feel like it's right above that, closer to our belly. And I want you to just imagine sitting there, feeling into the core of your solar plexus. Some of you, he's pulling out debris, so he's clearing it out really quick for you. I feel like there was a brick in somebody's, I see him pulling a brick out and he literally just threw it, okay? Yeah, that had to do with some stuff you just hadn't released. All right, so while you're sitting here, I want you to listen intently to your heart space at the same time. And right now, they want you to, okay, so Athena just lit like a flame in your solar plexus. I'm not exactly sure what that is or why, but she did. She's lighting a flame in your solar plexus. And at this time, she wants you to ask in your head out loud, what is the truth that you're not accepting about yourself right now and your soul's purpose? Like, what is your talent that you're missing? What is your truth that you're supposed to be acting on right now? And sit with this, ask. If you don't hear yet, she says you will later. It will come to you later. Mine, I heard power and support. Also, I just heard action. So whatever you guys get, I want you to write them down. Whatever feeling, whatever visual, write it down. What is the truth that you're not getting and you're not acting on right now? Because this is the time we have to do it. This is what they're wanting you to do right now. I just heard smile too. So we got to remember to smile. Always. This isn't a scary time. It's actually a blessed time. So they want you to fake a smile, even if you have to. This might help you receive your messages, they're saying. I feel like some of you are still sitting with it and don't feel like you've quite heard your messages. This might also come up later for people to watch in the future. But really ask what my truth is. What do I need to know right now that I need to act on? What am I here for? What can I offer back? I feel like a career is a big one for some of you. So ask, what is my truth about my career? What is my truth path? Athena is like literally sprinkling something in your solar plexus. It's like purple fairy dust. It's really beautiful. She calls it the magic dust. This is supposed to help give you strength, give you power within yourself. Usually they light a flame at the heart space, you guys. It's really cool. She said, take a deep breath. All right, so the Earth Star chakra just lit up. It is located between the root chakra and between the root chakra and the earth. So it is below you. Take your attention to this chakra. For me, it's like a golden star. Like it's really pretty. It is called the Earth Star chakra. When you feel like you're there, when you feel like you've connected to it, now is when you can ask what your purpose is in this lifetime. Some of you received it right away. Write it down. I got the same one I always get that doesn't ever deviate. What is my purpose at this time? And write it down. She's coming behind again and she's sprinkling like some purple fairy dust stuff. It's really beautiful. It's like purple and sparkly and gold. The magic dust, she calls it. It's like a new protection layer, activation. It's awesome. And I really feel like some of you are really becoming connected to the chakra for the first time, and that's okay, or will be in the future for later watchers, whatever. Michael's even going through and plumping out some of your bubbles. He's patching some of them up. Those are so easily affected by this world that's going on around us, by people that are around us. I don't know who this message is for, but if you're unhappy in your relationship, why are you staying? Please go. Whoever that's for, if it resonates for you, is for you. If not, let it go. Stand in our truths now. Okay, so when you feel like you have your messages, I want you to start really feeling into your body, coming back into your space completely. Start wiggling your toes, wiggling your body. I feel so grounded right now, it's crazy. And then open your eyes. You're welcome. Hi, how are you? Marlene, so glad you came. For those of you who did miss some of this, I encourage you to go back and watch it because we had a lot of messages come through. We didn't have a lot of people watching live yet. I think that will change in the near future. It looks like some went out and some came in. So you're welcome, Pamela. I would love to hear about the messages you guys got. Oh, I remember one of them. I kind of forgot one of mine because I didn't write it down. I was channeling. There's power in something. And then my Earth Star chakra gave me something that I always hear. So I'd love to hear about them. If you guys did get messages, let me know. If not, sit with us again later and try again. You're welcome. You're welcome. It was healing, actually. I feel like I'm super grounded right now, and I wasn't earlier. Oh, you're welcome, Martina. I think it just feels too comforting. It might be why that happens. Did anybody get any messages? I'd love to hear about it. If you don't want to share them, that's fine too. I just really think it's really cool. So, action, take it seriously. Spread joy and love. Stay high vibrational. Bring people home. Lead the masses. I love that, Pamela. That is a lot. That is awesome. Mine were pretty simple. That is cool. So those are the actions you've got to take right now. That's what they're telling me. You're welcome, Kathleen. We've got to take action on these now, you guys. That was the whole purpose of that. And I think it was also to really ground us. And whatever Athena did, I think there's been a lot of up-leveling. So I think there's more of that too. Yeah, I know, right, Martina? The grounding was amazing. It was so simple this time, and yet I feel so grounded. Yes, helping and healing. Go easy on yourself. Kathleen, I love that. That is absolutely, I just got chills for that for you too. Yep. So go with that. Do all of those. Go easy on yourself now, like immediately. Yep. Okay. So your purpose is still the same. Just need to do it in both traditional and new ways. Absolutely. So act on them. Act on them now. All right, Ninky, that's fine, but you got messages, so that makes me very happy. And I hear the only reason it's confusing is because you haven't taken a step into it. So as soon as you do, it's going to make sense, okay? It's going to be like that light bulb moment. Yeah, I think I think you are more ready than you think you are, Ninky. I really do. Ninka? I don't know if I always mess up your name, but I love it. Oh, Renee, I love it. To live your life and to lead others. You got it, girl. And you are starting to lead others. So that's so awesome. Keep leading the way, girl. Yes, that's awesome. New alignment of thought about the work that creates unification between troubled people. Okay, so I just got major chills with that. I think as you are going to be a part of that change that's coming. Okay, so keep going and act now. Act now, but it's going to continually change for like the next 4 years. Stay in love, share the love through education. I love that. Yep. And that's kind of the visual I got for you, is that you are going to pave the way for like teenagers and youngsters. But there's also going to be more changes to come. So I think you're going to integrate a lot, and then it's going to change, and then you're going to integrate more, and it's going to be like this whole new world you can't imagine yet. Yeah. Yeah, the grounding was awesome. Absolutely. You can schedule a session with me. If you use the code MAGIC, this is for anybody who watches this video, you can get a discount at my website. Okay, so keep that in mind, code MAGIC, and I'll post the website below. And I would absolutely love to work with you. Sometimes we don't always hear the messages right away too, so keep that in mind. And sometimes they come in dreams, so again, we got to pay attention to our dreams. I've heard that a couple times today. Yeah, you'll have to watch from the beginning later, girl. It was pretty good. There was a lot of messages that came through about the changes that are coming. So Minky, do you not see yourself doing it because you're afraid of being powerful? That's what I heard. You're afraid of going poof and everybody wanting you. But you've got this. You can do it. I would so hire you in a heartbeat, by the way. So I'm just going to throw that out there. I would hire you to be like my coach forever. And I just got major chills. I have a feeling that goes along with what you saw. Yeah. Okay. So that's exactly what I was thinking it was for you. That's a little bit cryptic, but I think you know exactly. Yeah. I love you too. Trust me. I would so hire you. I think you are a powerhouse. There's a force to be reckoned with, and you are here to create some changes along that world. And yes, lead a massive amount of people into the truth and into support. Absolutely. Yeah. It was awesome. I love the messages, you guys. That is so cool. And it's good to know that it worked on you guys because I know it worked on me. But again, this is what I channeled. So this was all channeled. Aw, Martina. See, that's what we call standing in the love right there, right? We got to support each other. I'm also seeing others go the other way. So those that aren't willing to listen to their inner knowing are kind of really struggling. Okay. And that's not going to change for them until they do. So on that note, you guys, I haven't read the book for these cards. I don't usually. So some of them have like words that are in another language. So I won't define those for you, but I will pull a card and tell you what I get out of it. Okay. I love these cards. The energy is so amazing and strong. And it's the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Alana Fairchild, whatever. White Light Oracle. They're so pretty. I love these cards. They're a little bit intense. And at first I was intimidated by them just because they have some things in another language. But I don't need that. Right? So I just take what I feel out of it. I'm so glad you guys were here. Renee, I love the yellow. Gotta love the yellow. All right. So again, for those of you who want to do further work with me, I will post my website and use the code MAGIC. So if you watch this video all the way through to the end, you're going to get the code and the discount. I'm not going to post the discount code in the comments. Aren't they pretty? They're so pretty. Like, look at some of these, you guys. Look at that one. Like, look at some of these. I'm not pulling one yet, but I just want you to look at some of them. That was the one on the cover. These are so pretty. They just really are. And they're so powerful. They're not like vibrant colors, but to me, they're still so colorful and feeling. All right, so let's pull one for the masses after all that and see what it says for these. Because they told me to, so that's what I do. Follow the inner guidance, right? Whoa. Okay. They said that one. Okay. Okay, so I don't know what the words represent at the bottom. And I'm not even going to pretend to really pronounce them. Archon Barbello. But what it represents to me and what I'm seeing is we all have major power within. We all have a purpose that we came here for. This is why we're here now. And this is what we're supposed to do. So for those of us who are being pushed to wake up, we're supposed to wake up. For those of us who are being nudged to create changes in the world, please act on them now. It's all in your heart space. Listen into your heart space. That's where all your guidance comes from. That's where all your knowing comes from. And that's where we're also going to feel happy and grounded and content and less fear. And again, I'm seeing that crystal. Not sure if it's on this one. It kind of is right above our head, but they're showing me like that beautiful crystal, and it's lighting up our third eye, our crown chakra. They want you to stand in who you are. They want you to stand in your powers, your truths, and put them out in the world. because I'm not kidding you. If you guys don't believe me now, wait a couple months, you're going to see we are going to have to create quite a bit of a new world, okay? So they want you listening within to your heart space, standing in your power, because it's all individual. Nobody is just like anybody else. You hear me? Nobody is just like anybody else. That's what also this card is telling me. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's like taking my breath away. And there's just so many gifts inside of you that are trying to come out. And that's what this card also represents. So stand tall in them, stand tall in your power, and please, please, please act upon the inner knowing. Bring it out into the light. And again, I'm being really drawn to just all of it. The heart space, crown chakra, just like I just said. It's all connecting. It's all becoming one. And they are pushing you. So please act. When you don't act is when you feel more anxiety. But when you finally listen within, like all this knowing, I'm hearing downloads, all these things will come to you for a reason. So act on them and bring them out into the world. We're all basically angels of earth change is basically also what I heard, right? We're here to create the changes in the earth. Any of us paying attention to this video, if it resonates with you, you are who I'm talking to. Release it. Bring it out. I don't care how afraid you are. Look, she looks like she has really pretty wings. Doesn't it almost look like angel wings from power, right? So our power creates our magic. Our inner knowing brings out our magic. Ninki, you just came to me again too. Yes, focus our energy and our passion. That's right, Pamela. Absolutely. But I think it's going to get easier if you just do that. Everything will get easier. Everything will fall into place. Excuse me, I felt like I just released something. And I feel like some of this hasn't even come to people yet, but it's about to. Like there's going to be more changes coming really quick, like on an internal level, not just on a mass level. And they really need you to act on it. Okay, bring it out into the world. That's the focus that I'm getting on this one is please bring it out into the world. Don't hide it. Bring it out. Release it. Okay. Also, this looks like to me lungs. So I'm going to go with that. I think the message also has to do with paying attention to your breathing. Paying attention to your breathing. You've got to really breathe in deep. Belly breathing is important right now because if we're not breathing, we're not allowing everything to flow. We're not allowing our messages to be clear. Okay, so keep that in mind too. Before you go to bed, do your breathing. Yeah, before you go to bed, do your breathing. I feel like that's also going to help dreams. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never seen lungs in this one until now, but that is the focus I'm having. So I hope that was received. If it didn't make sense to you, it wasn't for you, you can just move on. But if it did, then please listen. Okay, that was pretty awesome. You guys, that was really awesome. I'm going to try to do these videos on YouTube every other day. So they're pushing for every day, but I'm not there yet. So we're going to try for every other day. I think that's pretty good right now. So thank you for joining me today. If anybody has any questions, let me know and I'll ask right now. I know all of you with me pretty much have your own magic. But if you got any questions for me, let me know. Other than that, I'm about done for today. Hour and 15 minutes. Actually went longer than I imagined just with the channeled message and that little bit of a meditation. You are welcome, Miss Pamela. Again, for anybody who does watch the video, wants to work with me, use the code MAGIC on my website for any of my services. It will work for all of them. Oh, thank you, Ninki. And you're welcome. Thank you for being here. And please listen to your guidance, girl. You got this. I will so support you. You are very, very welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for coming, you guys. I really appreciate it. That was really cool. You're welcome, everybody. Alrighty, so if no questions, then I am going to sign off for today. Aww. I don't know, Martina, but that's one you could do anytime. I think honestly you pass out because you're so comforted. If that makes sense. When you ground, you feel comforted and connected, and it's just like a resting place. Other than that, I don't think you sleep well. When you're not grounded, I feel like you don't sleep very well. And that could very well be why. Does that make sense for you? I hope it does, because that's what I'm being shown. Yeah, it's just comfort and support. And man, can we sleep through that, right? Again, Ninky, I would so support you. So please listen to your inner guides. I will help you blow up. Not like that, but like in a good way with business. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming. Lots of love. Hopefully, eventually, I could see like more people coming to the live and just having tons of questions. If those of you that watch this later didn't get notified, don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified of my live videos. Each one of my lives might be a little different, you guys, but I kind of do what I feel is right to do and what they push. So hope you all enjoyed. I hope this message was helpful for a lot of you. You're welcome. Yes, Martina, maybe so, huh? All right, you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Remember, release with the full moon. Cleanse yourself. I also see salt baths are needed. Yay, Pamela. You guys, I love the yellow emojis and the sun, the stars, all of them. They're so cute. Thanks, you guys. I look forward to our next one. I will see you next time. Oh, again, Athena's kind of pushing me. I'm going to do the Goddess Athena workshop. It's going to be once a month. So if you're interested, let me know, and I will get to really creating that as quick as possible. All right. Check you later. Have a great day and go spread the love and kindness. Oh, I also challenge you, for anybody who does watch this video to the end, this is one thing I wanted to push through. I challenge you to go help somebody. Give a helping hand to somebody who least expects it. Just somebody you feel that inner knowing that you should, okay? That is a challenge that I'm putting out there. And I also challenge you to let me know what you do and what happens. Just because I feel like that is important right now, and the angels are kind of showing me the same thing. So go pick some random person and help them in any way that you can. It could be a simple gesture. It could be telling them they're beautiful. It could be giving them a roll of toilet paper. Some of us still might be struggling with that. It doesn't matter. So go spread an act of kindness and let me know what you do. I'd love to hear it. All right. Check you later. Bye.